if Chris was over here doing the fireworks stuff, like in the blocking, or still work
No,
from back here?
still work from back here.
Okay.
If you find a way to,
Balance
we,
it.
right, I mean, right, this is not blocked yet, so
Mhm.
if we can go, if you want to change how we start something, we can. Like, do you wanna put him over there?
I really liked when he was over here.
Okay.
Because I felt like there was a lot of connectivity that we were working towards last time.
Okay,
And then,
we can do that.
yeah, you lived there the entire time. I don't know, I really like that use of
Oh, you
space.
talking about when
But
we
it's
did-
also up to you.
Nah, cause like when we did it, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
You were leaned up as if you were on the bathroom door, yeah.
And smoking on a cigarette, yeah, that was
It's
really
lit.
nice, I like that. And that's the last square, right?
Last
It's
question.
the last
Okay.
square.
How you smoke it when it's the last square?
Wait, hold on a second. I'm sorry, it's just really bothering me.
It's still there?
It's still there.
Oh, what
That's
happened?
my
His
mom.
sweater, where he took it off, all the like extra like fuzz
Oh.
down on his head. And it was giving bald, but like gray.
Gray.
And I was like, this is bothering me.
Gray bald.
Gray ball.
And then you guys move, I'll move it. Okay, great.
So we're taking it from, okay, fireworks?
From who done did that? Top 15.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Well, who done did that?
Just last week, me and my man, we were organizing the march.
Them garbage men?
Yes, the sanitation workers. There's thousands upon thousands of people there. Everybody from old men to teenage girls to little boys holding up signs that read, "I am a man." Somehow they squeezed me to the front. Linked arms and the march started. Well, we hadn't walked but 1 block until we heard the sound of glass breaking. I was swept up in a tornado full of arms, legs, coffee, and mace. I didn't want to leave those people, Campaign. I didn't want to leave them, but my man pushed me into a moving car, and I looked through the back window, and I saw what was a blissful peace just descended to chaos. Don't they know you're not supposed to march in the street and bust into store windows and go and get yourself a free color television? We're marching for minimum wage. We're not marching for no damn color TV. This just gives an excuse for those cops to just shoot innocent folk. Like that boy, that 16-year-old boy, last week. Larry Payne. I'll never forget his name. When we go back, we gotta do it right. So Larry Payne won't have to have died in vain. Where's that nigga with my pack? Like,
Maybe he got stuck talking with some crazy lady in a motel room too. I'm funny. Laugh.
I'm worried. I don't want nothing to happen to him.
Is that your best friend?
More loyal than a dog. He's the one that called me down to the church tonight. He got me up out of bed. I just ain't feeling right. Well, he probably downstairs with my brother now. Don't like to hang around with too much. I done got me so moody nowadays. Forget about last week, Martin, he says. Forget about it. And after the march, he was calling me Chicken a la King. Said I was a commie coward that leaves enough people to clean up my mess. Martin Luther King.
Seemed like time's been a little rough on you.
Who you telling? Who are you telling?
Well, ain't gonna stop
Wait,
crying no time soon.
Not yet.
Oh, I jumped the sign. My bad.
Okay. Well, we could stop actually because it was a lot in this page. So, yeah, no, good work. How does Larry Payne look to you?
I haven't pitched him yet.
That's okay. I see that, but I see that he's real to you. I definitely see that. I saw you really paying attention. I saw you wanting to go over, like, to comfort him in moments, as Raina would.
As Raina would.
But that's not a bad thing. That's actually maybe she does. I don't know, but it was something very interesting, like seeing that, like you said, that connectivity. But it's still kind of shortened.
Mhm.
It's not there yet completely.
Yeah.
It is building and it's great. His trust for, like, you were trusting each other. So I just wanted to say that as we move forward. Also, I know it says peeks out the window. You can make that choice. Right now, as you are walking after this rain is just relentless, which is fine. It's within the whatever was blocked already. So it makes sense for you to just pick a choice. Is what I'm saying. It looks great. That's another note for me, probably, to like add a sound cue of like a boom, not a boom, but you know what I mean, like a rain, like a heavier rain.
Yeah, like that's when
Yeah.
like, the rain can pick up.
Yeah, because that moment was very sentimental, and I feel like it just changed because of the rain. It's like it needs a reason. I'm gonna give them a reason.
Excuse me.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I have to say. How did it feel being on against the bathroom door?
No, it actually, it's actually better because I thought of him sitting down. But standing up works better.
Mhm. Visually it looks nice. And maybe we'll talk props later, but by the time you pull that, it's dead. Like, I'll just let you know that cigarette's dead. You pulled it, and I'm like, when's the last time you lit that thing? When you was over there talking about 2 pages ago.
It's true.
I mean, all I'm just saying is less. Well, damn, because I don't know if it. Right, it was a minute ago.
No, it was a minute ago, but it low key works because 2 pages out later, you asked me for you mentioned the cigarettes again.
Right.
Yeah,
It works, but it's still dead.
it's dead though. For
So
sure.
I don't know, and it's not your fault or mine. I don't know if they're gonna do, like she was talking, like an e-pen or like or I don't know what kind of cigarette it is. So I don't want to say to you, oh, go grab a lighter and relight. I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna smoke it, just smoke it, and just be mindful that it may be a e-smoke pen or it might be a regular cigarette, which you have to get the light. I don't know. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
So make a choice on what you're working with, so I can bring it to the table. Oh, my actor has been working with X, Y, and Z. Okay.
Okay.
I should have said that in the beginning. That's my fault. And then okay, can we go from, because it was a little sad. After the march, the papers called me Chicken Lala King.
Chicken on my king is crazy.
That's OD.
That's crazy.
That's OD.
You said it.
Chicken Lala King. When did they call you that? Like, when did they call you?
From what I remember, they called him that a lot because that was with the comparison of Malcolm X and him. They when they were comparing the two of them a lot, I remember them actually saying like, yeah, they called him pretty much almost the pussy compared to Malcolm.
Yeah.
Calling him a punk.
So how do you feel about that?
So yeah, I was like,
Little chicken for punk.
Yeah. I don't know.
it's
Are you?
fucking trying, man? Trying not to put hands on these motherfuckers.
You know, right?
Maybe you show that. Maybe there's a moment when you. No, seriously. Is there aggression there that lives there? Like, maybe, and not everything is so. Oh, I'm so sad for my damn people. So maybe it's like, who wants to smoke? Seriously, who would smoke with me? No, seriously, right? So, I just really want you to see that. Like, that's the only last, like, I guess, note I'll say for you. So I see you working with the Larry pain, but I don't see you working with your own pain. Ooh.
Bars.
Okay. Yeah. We can go from you guys are ready. After the march. And then we're gonna go into the bottom of 16 because I like to stop and talk and stop and talk. I like it. Do, 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 do.
I was just writing stuff down.
No, I'm not rushing you. Go ahead. We have time. The couch is interesting. I like it taller. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah, it's giving. Okay, is it giving extra large twin or is it giving like full queen?
See, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I really don't know. I know that
Cause it's a motel, but motels even have full queen.
they do,
They
and
sure do.
I don't know. I haven't made that choice.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I would prefer the bed to be bigger and the couch smaller
Yeah, for sure.
because I just feel like with the opposite happening, I don't know.
We could always, the next rehearsal, cause let me tell you what happened. Cause the boys tried to come up in here and take this mattress while I was outside Kiki Ken, second years. I said, whoa, 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 whoa. I said, where y'all get that, the mattress from? I said, 1308. I said, yeah, no. I was like, Andrea, it's not happening. Go on, bring it back. In 1308, we need that today. That is a major problem.
That's a major problem.
I can get the other one for 1301, but nope. I'm hold it down.
That's right.
I said, you're taking this mattress, not today.
Not today.
But in future revenue, we could steal the mattress from 1301 and build two, and put like 8 and 8 and 2 mattresses.
Okay, I
to
see what you
the
mean.
size looks and feels like.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ugh. You could do that. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll do that. We'll do that next time. Okay.
Take it from
Oh, chicken.
Oh, chicken.
That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy.
Well, he's probably downstairs with my brother now. He don't like to hang around me much. I got to being moody nowadays. Forget about last week, Martin, he says. Well, forget about it. After the march, papers call me Chicken a la King. Said I was a common coward that leads other people to clean my mess. Martin Luther King.
Seemed like time's been a little rough on you.
Who you telling? Who you telling?
God ain't gonna keep crying. Well, God ain't gonna stop crying no time soon.
You smoke like a man.
You smoke like a fruit.
Oh, Cammy, don't use those words now.
What? You root for the fruits?
Indeed I do. Holla, God's children got wings.
Well, I agrees with you on that one, but you just ain't smoking it right.
Well, how am I supposed to smoke it?
Like it's going out of style. Like you need it. Like you want it. That's how I smoke. Make a woman feel sexy. I bet I know why you smoke.
Why?
To look sexy. Well, to feel sexy. Because you look.
Oh, Cammy, now you really making me blush. But I do, don't I?
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. smoking. Ain't that something? Wish I could take a picture.
You know, with the FBI.
Nah, something bigger. Alright, well. There you go. Just like that. Just like that, pull harder. Harder. If you want to lead the people, you gotta smoke like the people. That way, they'll listen to you.
You don't think they listen?
Oh, they listen. They go out and march, then they get their pressing curls ruined by fire hoses. Folk done got tired though. Preacher came. Like I said, walking only get us so far.
Well, killing will get you hung.
Ain't nobody said nothing about no killing. Cam ain't all about ass whippings. How about a march for ass whippings?
That's not gonna do.
Well, we need to do something else.
So what were we supposed to do?
Something. Something else. Hell, I got bunions and corns for days.
Y'all Negroes always want to complain but never have another plan for action. You sound worse than Andy or better even yet Jesse. Everybody can shoot holes in your ideas, but they only come up with something else.
I got a plan. But just a woman. Folk will never listen to me.
So if you were me, what would you do?
Really?
Hmm.
You wanna know what little old me would do?
Yes.
You really wanna know what I do?
Yes, I do.
Can I borrow your jacket?
Sure.
And your shoes?
Okay.
We're not gonna worry about
Cool.
that. We ain't gonna worry about that.
Good.
No, cause I was like thinking, I did smell it earlier and I thought they were stinky, so I was like,
Yes, I put on your stinky shoes.
okay.
For sure. I'm committed.
Okay, great. Any thoughts?
I'm realizing that either I'm pulling out new cigarettes or them bitches burnt out because all the text is about the fact that we still smoking. And you
Right.
make a comment saying I smoke like a nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I have-
either that answers the question, is it burnt out? Or are we, as we're talking, it bigs up the activity
Yeah.
So
and realizing we gotta, yeah.
right. So I have the answer to that. I thought that, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I thought you guys knew that was coming. So I
No, for
was
sure.
so I was waiting for you to see when you guys were going, like if you were gonna follow that blocking or your own before I tell you, okay, well do this. But I saw, oh shit,
I just forgot to grab it.
it's okay.
So yeah.
It's because they're still sharing those cigarette.
Right.
So it's not like a new one or anything. That one is clearly not burnt out, but you do pass it to her because you were smoking it.
So we do pass it back and forth.
Yeah, while you're talking, while you're going through the lyric, I am a man, lyric pain.
So you're gonna be smoking it through that. I think that you need to give it to her before that. Actually, I would say I would say you should give it to her after right after you say chicken a la king. And I like what you did with that today. Like you kind of like it stuttered to come out. And then you could pass it to her before your next line. Said I was a common coward. That leaves you other people to, and you can like gradually move your way to the window to say that next line that you have about the rain being relentless, as if you're changing your thought, you changing the conversation.
Yeah.
So that can be one thing, but definitely, you should pass it to her before.
Before I exit the window.
Yep. There you got it. But I'll let you figure out exactly what feels right. Maybe you need another pull before you give it to her after chicken a la king. Maybe you need a couple more pulls before you know, who you telling. Maybe you pass it and then you walk. Who know? I'm just giving you options. I don't want you to feel like I have to do exactly what they're saying. I'm giving you the options. But definitely we have to pass that cigarette. Cam A
Yes.
is smoking that cigarette. And we're gonna go through your monologue, of course.
Okay.
I just want to give I just want to see that action between the cigarette
Yeah.
and you guys. You smoking like a man, you smoke like a fruit, whatever the case may be. And Yeah. When you're walking to the window, I want to just ask you. When you're walking to the window, it's for what? It's because you need to escape the moment, right? Just right away, or
Yeah.
right? Because the rain will be there, the queue will be there regardless. But regardless of the queue, you want to walk away from this
Yeah, 'cause
conversation,
I
right?
realized I'm like, oh, I'm opening up. Just feel comfortable. I'm like, I don't know her, so I'm opening up to a stranger.
Right. Which is a beautiful and interesting thing that we probably realize, like, oh wow.
Yeah.
So let us see that if we choose. When you say you smoke like a man to her, I feel like it's like you're completely trying to change the whole vibe. Once
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
because it doesn't make Cammy is absurd, so it doesn't really matter if she says it, but it will help her get to the back to the jokey Cammy. Not that she has to do that, but what I'm saying is like I like you smoke like a fruit. She's like, oh, what the fuck? She's like, oh, guys don't use those kind of words, but it's like you Cammy don't use those kind of words, but he's still not correcting her.
Right.
Like he's just you notice.
Don't say that.
He's just like, don't say that. So there's something that changed within this relationship. It's not just Preacher King and the maid. It's not. It's a friendship. So let's just see how. Now I want to see how comfortable you are with each other, and if that brings you guys closer physically as well as the emotions that come up. But just for us to see later on our video, can we see the same line that you come from? Then we're gonna jump right to the end, the beginning of the Cammy's MLK impersonation.
Wait, so say that again.
So we're gonna go from where you went from, cause I asked you to go from chicken a la king chicken, and you talking about some brother. Let me see.
My brother now.
He probably downstairs with the brother and them. So let's start from there, and then we're gonna work our way through 15 to 16 into I'll stop you.
Are we good to share the same sig? You fine with that? I'm fine with that. Okay.
Okay.
Well, you're probably downstairs with my brother now. You don't like to hang around me too much. I've done got to being too moody nowadays. Forget about last week, Martin's what he says. Forget about them. After the march, people that called me chicken a la king. Said I was a commie coward that leaves other people to clean their mess. Martin Luther King.
Seems like time's been hard on you.
Who you telling? Who you telling? This rate's relentless. This rate is relentless. Just looking like a monsoon in Memphis.
Well, God ain't stopped crying no time soon.
See her, see her, see her. Don't say it.
You smoke like a man.
You smoke like a fruit.
It's good.
Cabernet. Don't say those kind of words.
What? You root for the fruits?
Oh, well, indeed I do. All of God's children got wings.
Well, I agrees with you on that one, but you just ain't smoking it right.
Well, how am I supposed to smoke it?
Like it's going out of style. Like you need it. Like you want it. That's how I smoke. Make a woman feel sexy. I bet I know why you smoke.
Or why?
To feel sexy. Cause you like it.
Cameron, now you're really making me blush. But I do, don't I?
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. smoking. Ain't that something? Wish I could take a picture.
What were you with the FBI?
Nah.
Okay, hold. Great. How that felt?
Oh, nice.
It looked really nice. It looks really nice. We'll you guys look at it, make some choices. I really like it. I wanna jump because the picture poses was nice. You guys will look at that. Can we go from
Excuse me.
y'all Negroes always want to complain about never have another action to plan. Can we go from there?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Y'all Negroes always want to wow.
You really
Y'all
good.
niggas.
You got him tight.
I'm sorry.
He got you tight.
What?
Yeah. You was really feeling that line. He's really feeling that line, man.
The substitution was strong.
Super strong.
Man. Y'all Negroes always want to complain about but never have another plan for action. Yo, you sound worse than Andy or better yet Jesse. Everybody can shoot holes in your ideas, but they can only come up with something else.
I got a plan, but I'm just a woman. No one will ever listen to me.
So, if you were me, what would you do?
Really? You wanna know what little old me would do?
Yes.
You really wanna know what I do?
Yes, I do.
Can I borrow your jacket?
Sure.
And your shoes? Mm-hmm. Church, we are gathered here today to deal with a serious issue.
Uh-huh.
It is an issue of great preponderance. You like that? Preponderance?
Go ahead now.
It is a matter of importance more serious than my overgrown mustache. How are we to deal with the white man?
Uh-huh.
I have told you that the white man is our brother and he should be treated as such. We touch our brother with the softest of hands. We greet our brother with the widest of smiles. We give our brother food when he is hungry.
Uh-huh.
But it is hard to do this when our brother beats his fist upon our flesh, when he greets us with nigger or go back to Africa.
Yes, yes.
When he punches us in our bellies swelling with hunger. See, Abel was
Yes.
slain by his brother Cain.
Yes.
And just like the biblical times today, the white man is killing his Negro brethren, shackling his hands, keeping us from rising to the stars, and we are bound to
Yes.
occupy.
Yes.
We have walked, our feet swelling with each step. We have been drowned by hoses, our dreams being washed away. We have been bitten by dogs, our skin
Yes.
forever scarred by hatred at its height. Our godly crowns have been turned into ashtray for white men at lunch counters all across the South. To this I say, my brethren, a new day is gone.
Yes.
I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, and today is the day I tell you to kill the white man,
Yes. Yeah.
but not with your hands,
Yes.
not with your gun,
Yes.
but with your mind. We are fighting to sit at the same counter, but why, my brothers and sisters?
Mhm.
See, we should build our own counters. We should build our own restaurants. We should build
Yes.
our own neighborhoods. We should own our own schools.
Yes.
The white man ain't got nothing I want. Fuck the white man. Fuck the white man. I say, fuck him.
Yes.
I am so sorry. Preacher Ken. Oh, I don't know how to control my mouth.
Obviously, neither can I.
Well, you asked. That's what I say if I was you.
That's what you would have me say.
Why not?
Fuck the white man. I likes that. I think that would be the title of my next sermon.
Okay. Oh, great.
I need to make a better choice as far as like when she says that. When she says fuck him, I'll be like surprised or just go along with it.
Yeah, and that's fine. We'll do it. We're doing it again. So, I just want to ask you how you guys felt about that.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. I think.
Did you get more from what I gave yesterday when we did it?
For sure.
Yeah, okay.
For sure. It's just, I mean, like, yeah, nah, 100%. For sure. For sure. I don't know if you listened to a couple of talking tos and sermons, but I said, okay. You sound like you've been to church a little bit. I know that's right. It was fun though. It was fun. I really, really liked it.
Never grow.
I think I know where I need to slow down.
Okay.
I think I love the choices I made, but I know Raina's thing is slow down, so I know where I need to slow down, and where I could put different breath marks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta remember, if I'm in this huge man's shoes, that was the first time I've actually ever been in your shoes.
Yeah.
So, ooh, that was kind of a bar. Been in your shoes, and I'm like, ooh. So now I got to feel like what that balance feels like, and so now I kind of feel like, okay, where I can lean in, where to not, and then when we get the loafers, you know, that'll change. But before a first attempt and try, I feel really comfortable.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
It looks great. Look, I only have two things, honestly, before we try this again.
For sure.
And it's just the woman line. I got a plan, but I'm just a woman.
Yeah.
That I don't know how you feel about it.
How I feel or how Kame feels?
I mean, yeah, Kame. How does Kame feel about that?
I think she really believes that she has limitations because she's a woman, and I think she's used to people not listening to her.
I mean, I believe that. I mean, like,
Yeah.
how does that make her feel that she knows that about whatever?
About her, yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
And you don't have to decide now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, for conversation purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know, like, when people say that, there's so many ways, different ways to say it, because everyone feels differently about, you know, where they are in society, like, you know, and especially intersectionality. Of course, being a woman and being a black woman is a lot of different things. So part of our conversations with each other versus out into the world with the white women feminists is completely different. And we have to, you know, figure that out as far as like, because I know for me personally, like when I speak to white women about like issues with women, I take a step back a little bit and I listen to what they're saying, and I really don't voice my feelings about it because I feel like they will never understand.
Yeah.
Of course, I have privilege of being light skinned, but at the end of the day, I'm still a black woman. Right. So it's like for me, it's very interesting to hear their views on things, and then when they ask me, I'm just like, I don't feel comfortable talking about it with you. But when I'm talking to my girls and my black women friends, and I'm like, you know, we have this conversation, there's someone that gets so angry, and then there's people who's just like me, who's just passive, and I'm just like, well, I don't know, like I don't know. So I'm just saying, in terms of Kame, with like just like the uncle line,
yeah,
like how does she feel about that? That, you know, because right now it looks like it looks somber a little bit. Yeah. It looks like it does affect you, and that's why I was asking, like, oh, is it something that bothers you a lot, or is something that you just accepted, like when you say that line about your uncle?
Yeah, I think it's something that bothers me.
Yeah.
I think it's something that deeply bothers me. Versus, can we talk about this?
Yeah.
So,
you want the camera off or?
Kinda.
Okay, later, y'all.